Hello, everybody. Happy holidays. It's Rhino here with Craig just in front of me.
Happy holidays.
And we want to welcome you to the Disney Dining Show, which is brought to you by Dreams Unlimited Travel. They are experts at helping you plan the perfect Disney vacation. When you book with them, it costs you nothing extra on your trip, and you help support the channel and all the content that we produce. So be sure to check them out, dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. And yeah, so we are here at the Magic Kingdom for Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. This is our second night being here. On our first night, we got the chance to try a couple of savory food items, which included the pot roast sandwich. There was a holiday burger. Those could be found at Cosmic Rays. And then we also got the tamales over at Pecos Bill. Now, like I said, we're back for night two. There were a couple items that we missed that first time around, both sweet and savory. So we're gonna try and mix it up tonight and just have some fun, see what we can try. Hopefully some good stuff. I mean, isn't that always the hope? Who's ever hoping to try bad food? I don't know. I mean, maybe you. I don't know. If you are, I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to eat. So why don't we get to eat? Ho, ho, ho! The first item we'll be starting with tonight at Friar Nook's is going to be the Italian beef tots. These are $11.49 and they are tots covered in slow-cooked beef, cheese curds, zesty giardiniera, whatever that is, and pot roast gravy.
I believe those are the peppers. If I've eaten at Portillo's once, I've eaten there at least once. Multiple times.
Oh, God. Oh, no. Oh, no.
What? It's not just peppers. I shouldn't say that.
It fell out of the thing onto the counter.
It's that mixture. It's a pickled mixture.
It's falling out.
And this is like the one time you didn't actually wash the table. I should point that out.
Don't say that when I put it in my mouth. It's honesty time, everybody. These sat on the counter for quite a bit of time because we had an unrelated thing to deal with at the same time. So I want you to know this dish is freezing cold. But here's what I want you to know, why that is super important to me. Because this dish is popping with flavor. Those tots are still crispy, crunchy. That pot roast is delicious. And those peppers are shining through. This has a little bit of like zest. I don't want to use the word heat because I feel like heat's the wrong impression, but it's got a nice spice to it. But the tots with the cheese, I thought this was going to make me gag because I was going to have to pretend that it wasn't cold. This is delicious. I feel like we didn't film a video for it, but Craig and I came back to a second Halloween party this season, and we did come over here and get an item, and it was the tots, and we loved it here too. So I don't know. They're just doing something with these tots. You have got to try this. So there's a good amount of beef, good amount of these like peppers, the cheese bites. It is this, as much as I was kind of like, I'm not really interested in these. Oh my gosh, this is delicious. Delicious.
And I want to point out that we haven't been sitting here that long. It's just really cold tonight. It's like in the 40s already, which perfect for a Christmas party. And it's really, really nice.
Don't badmouth this weather.
The only thing that's not good about where we're at right now is we're sitting right beside the carousel, and they're playing like all the angel music. Like the
tots.
Yeah, we're eating tots, but the music is recorded by angels because it's like a Kids Bop album, but with Disney music. It's really terrifying. It's the last thing you want to hear in Fantasyland, but it's what we're hearing. Here's the deal. It's no Portillo's, but that's because Portillo's is incredible in terms of fast food beef. The beef is excellent on here, very flavorful. A lot of liquid that really takes the entire tot dish to the next level. The cheese curds were not going to melt. Even if this was like super hot right out the window, the cheese curds were just destined to fail in this dish.
But you like them squeaky, don't you?
Yeah, I do, but I also like them to be a little bit melty. Peppers really add a lot of flavor to the dish. This is really, really good. I am enjoying the tots. What I'm not so sure about, though, is our next item we're about to try from here, the holiday ham fried pie. It's a flaky pastry filled with baked ham, candied sweet potatoes, and spiced pecans served with pineapple glaze for $9.99.
Oh, no, I don't know.
You only get one ham pie here. Some people would call this an empanada. I call it, hopefully this is a try again, not nada at all.
Oh, no, that's offensive.
No? Okay, well, I'm not sure why, but holiday ham pie.
I don't know about hot ham and sweet potatoes. Tell me, does it give you a smack of hot ham?
I was expecting ham slices. This is ham cubes. So, like, if you've been in the grocery store and you're like, I need ham for an omelet, and you pick up the pack of ham that you're like, I'm not sure when that was vacuum sealed. That's exactly what this is.
5 to 6 years ago.
Yeah, so it is on the sweet side. For sure, it's very sweet, and I think that's mostly from the pineapple glazed on there. Sweet potatoes to me really aren't coming through, and honestly, it has a weird cheesy flavor. And maybe that's the potatoes mixed with the pecans. I don't know what's causing it. I actually kind of like this. It's not as good as the tots, but this is pretty good. It's pretty good.
I like ham, fine. I don't know that I like candied sweet potatoes, spiced pecans, pineapple glaze. I don't know. This feels like I should have read the menu closer before I agreed to this one.
I mean, what's the deal with pineapple? You don't find these apples on a pine tree.
They're neither pine nor apple.
What's the deal with that?
Okay.
Yeah, it's not bad, huh?
It tastes like a ham, like the ham you'd have on like Easter or Christmas, I guess. People have ham on Christmas, but like...
You know what I call them? Monsters.
Monsters. What do you eat on Christmas?
Lamb.
Bougie guy
No,
over here
usually
with cinnamon
steak.
roll money.
It's usually steak.
But it definitely has that, like the walnuts. If it was walnuts, gross. The pecans definitely give it like a nice texture to it. I'm with you though too. I don't necessarily get the sweet potatoes really. I mean, I can see them, but they're not like overpowering. I feel like it's like the pineapple and the ham really come through in this one. I love that flaky crust though too. That was all $9.99. I think you said that, but I'm just reiterating. The next one up we got here, Peppermint Snowman.
Oh.
He's headless, so I don't know what happened to that. But this guy, he's a chocolate brownie topped with cookies and cream peppermint mousse, all for $6.49. Look at his cute little scarf.
Yeah.
His little chocolate chip
Now,
buttons.
it's funny because he does look like a snowman, not a moose.
I hate you.
Oh, you got the
I
head.
think it's the same. Do you want to see his...
Is that Marie Antoinette and her little sister?
And her little sister, too. Well, I don't know what we're going to do about this. That's a fondant tie right there.
I know. It's all it wants to focus on, too.
I'm just going to eat this bump that I think was supposed to be his head.
I can already tell this is the best thing you've ever eaten.
Okay. Okay, here's the thing. What big
Okay.
complaint about the party this year? No chocolate peppermint cookie, right? I don't think they had it last year either, but whatever. This is making up for that. And I'm not a big chocolate guy, but I love peppermint. But it is just the perfect amount of this like milk chocolate mousse with that peppermint flavor is really like ringing true. This thing, delicious.
It looks fluffy.
It is so fluffy.
It almost looks like hot
like-
cocoa powder.
I'm not even going to feel bad about this. I'm going to go ahead and just get another piece. Oh, he's got an inside. He's got an inside.
Oh, we got a brownie core.
Didn't know that, yeah. That brownie's a fudgy brownie, too.
No.
Oh, you're going to like this. You're going to like this quite a bit.
Snow way.
Yes way. Okay. No, yes way. No, I can't do it. Okay, well, come back to me.
This was on my must-try list, and I am so happy that Rhino reacted so well to it. I think I'm going to as well.
Right away. Right away.
And I know peppermint and chocolate, you might think like York peppermint patty right away. It's not that. Honestly, the chocolate with it, it is kind of giving a peppermint hot chocolate overall feel to it. Just with the, obviously, like that thicker texture to it. My goodness, this is, oh man. So when I went to Jollywood Nights the second time, I got to try some of the food that we didn't have on the first night. And a lot of it was like, why don't they serve this every day? This is a dessert that doesn't deserve to be hidden away at this party. They should have this every day somewhere. It is that good. Why? I mean, I know it's complicated. It's a snowman that's lost his head, but my goodness, this thing is good.
There's a part of me where I'm like, circle back, let's get a second. That's how good.
Thanks, John. Ho, ho, ho! Golden Oak Outpost, as you're exiting Frontierland, heading into Adventureland, or leaving Adventureland, heading into Frontierland. has 2 items, and one of them does not sound good. It's like an orange cream slushy milkshake with gingerbread. Doesn't sound good. We got the gingerbread cake layered with cream cheese frosting and dulce de leche ganache, topped with a Ginger Man chocolate piece for $5.99. This is a 1, 2, 3-tiered layer cake, and I love a good dulce de leche. So, oh, nope, drop the ball. Drop the ball on this one. Maybe it's
Not
good.
New Year's yet.
Remember moments ago when we were losing our minds over the peppermint cake? This might be the gingerbread version of that. Oh, caramely, gingery, layery. Ryan, I'm having feelings.
Oh.
And I need you to try this and let me know if those feelings are legitimate, because I love this thing. The cake is moist. It is the perfect balance of cake to frosting. And nowhere in it does it feel overly sweet. Like the caramel and the ginger are just so different from each other that it balances perfectly together. We're gonna fight over this little gingerbread man that's on here, because this cake is perfect. So that gingerbread man has to be perfect too.
Let's see how I feel about this, because I was a little adverse to getting another sweet item, but with a lot of these parties, a lot of times it is just sweet stuff. So, but your reaction gives me hope.
And what he doesn't recognize is the first time we came here, we had most of the savory items, so really all we have left is sweet.
I know.
Sorry, Ryan.
Listen, baby, you know
Sorry.
what this reminds me of? The holiday roll. Do you know the holiday roll you can make with like pumpkin puree, and then it's like a cream cheese frosting in the middle and it gets rolled up like a log, and you cut that in like circles?
Oh, I'm not aware, but I just got a bunch of cream cheese.
Because I was going to say, this is that version of that, but a gingerbread version, and that is like my favorite thing to have during the holidays. You know, well, it's in my hand now. What are we going to do? What are we going to do?
Well, we're doing
But this is giving me all the nostalgic flavors of that dessert. And I don't think, I really didn't want this cake when you got it. I was like, oh, I'm not going to be into it. And you're right. We probably are going to fight over it. So I'm just going to hold this while I continue to take a couple of more bites.
Well, we
So
got
you
lucky.
can't get to it.
I want to get out of this restaurant so badly. We're eating this in Pecos Bill. It's the loudest place. There's always noise.
Holy
this
moly.
is the loudest version of this Christmas that I've ever heard. Did you just steal that Ginger Man? Oh,
No,
okay,
I
he's
left
still
the
there.
Ginger Man. I'm going to take his head.
No!
What do you want?
You're a monster. You decapitated him.
Yeah!
Oh, that's crisp.
Oh, I thought he was going to be fondant, and he's definitely chocolate, I think.
Oh, no. Well, rest in peace, Mr. Gingerbread
Oh,
Man.
it does say gingerbread chocolate piece, so yeah, it would be chocolate.
Oh,
Surprise, this is what happens when you read what the ingredients actually are.
yeah. Something we don't do here.
This thing, though, for what is it, $5.99? This, 1,000% worth it. Get this item.
What about this Christmas?
This Christmas, eat this gingerbread cake. I will be touring in the new year. It's me, Miley Cyrus. Hey, Daddy. Hey, Dolly. I saw you sing at the Dallas Cowboys. That was a pretty cool outfit. She's my godmother. What's your favorite version of this Christmas?
None.
None. Respect. You don't like this? Isn't Stevie Wonder sing this song?
The original. Still don't like it.
I know which one you like. The one with Cher
Nope.
from her new album, Cher's Christmas. I don't know if that's the name of the album, but
I don't like listening to goats.
hey, DJ, could you play me a Christmas song? It's cold out here, but it's love in here. Cold out there, but it's love in. I don't know.
Ho, ho, ho!
For our final treat this evening, we went to Casey's Corner for the candy cane tart for $5.79. It is a chocolate tart filled with peppermint ganache and topped with a festive meringue. I love peppermint. I hope this delivers like our snowman did. This is a knife. Oh, God.
You're doing a terrible job here.
Sure am. Also, is meringue supposed to be this whipped cream?
No, I believe it's supposed to have a little bit more density, but I will take the whipped cream.
I am your density.
Lorraine.
Lorraine, you're right. Okay, this feels... What did I say? It was filled with what?
I can't remember. Peppermint ganache. Peppermint ganache, I believe.
This tart is very... Do I have it on my face?
No. Is it making you thirsty, though? Oh, it's making you thirsty.
This tart is making me thirsty. This tart, the inside is like borderline, I mean, like, it's like fudge, uncooked fudge almost, if that makes sense. Not fudge, like a brownie, like a
was
super,
it the
super fudgy
flourless?
brownie. Was it? I don't know. It doesn't say it on the thing, on the sign. I feel like this, let me just get a little bit of the meringue here, if you don't mind. Okay. That is definitely, once I tried it by itself, it's definitely meringue in there. But it's not, I thought for a second all the peppermint flavor was coming for the meringue. That peppermint flavor is definitely in this chocolate.
Oh.
It is very, I don't know, dense, I want to say, like chewy.
Yeah.
It's not bad. It just kind of like, I feel like the last two things we had were a little lighter, a little fluffier. I feel like we started with the lightest and the fluffiest, then the cake was a little firmer, and this one is now like firm. Tis firm. Why don't you give it a try? It's not bad, honestly. The peppermint flavor is in there really nice. I was hoping there'd maybe be a couple like chunks of peppermint so you get a little crunchy flavor to it. Missed my mouth.
This has a lot to live up to because we skipped getting more Snickerdoodle cookies for free to try this one last dessert for the night. So it's got to live up. And I'm not sure if it will, but I already feel what you mean. This, like, just cutting through with the fork, dense. Ring those Christmas bells, baby. Ring them. Rhino, you're spot on. I mean, that peppermint, it is in the meringue, but I feel like it's primarily in the cake. And the meringue is giving you the false pretense of lightness. But that is, like, this is a torte of all proportions. And I love it. I love a good, chewy chocolate cake, especially when it's peppermint. And this is good. I mean, it's dense. It's one step away from being fudge.
Yeah.
And I'm okay with that. So while it's not the dessert I wanted to end the night on, I'm not unhappy we got it. I just wish we would have changed the order.
Yeah. I think if we had gone the opposite way,
yeah,
that would be how I'd rank them.
Yeah, if we would have started the night on this one, we'd be sitting here being like, my God, look how great it got. It started off awesome, and it got even better. And this one's like, yeah, you know, we ended the night on a high note, but we could have ended on a,
I'm sorry?
Clarabelle cow note.
Oh. More cowbell.
More cowbell. More torte. Ho, ho, ho!
So ends our second night of dining at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. Now, I am going to be 100% honest here. I thought this second night of dining was miles above and beyond the first night. In fact, those two items, or not even two items, we had three items. I think I would put those toward the bottom of my list here in terms of everything we ate. If we're throwing those into the list of all the best must-haves, I would say, for me, I really, really enjoyed the Italian beef tots that came from Friar Nook's. Like those, like I said earlier in the video, even though because it's a cold night, you know, the food's gonna get colder quicker, those things were still crispy, those were delicious, and they were packed with flavor. I would, if it came back again by some random circumstance, I would get those 100%. Then I think the next one for me would be the gingerbread cake that we ended up getting, because that thing was delicious. I love anything with a cream cheese frosting on it. And like I said earlier, it's just that feeling of nostalgia with that holiday roll. That for me, like really, honestly, like got me, like, I feel like it put a little Christmas spirit in my tiny little heart there. And then after that, I would say, I think I would put the peppermint snowman next, because that was really good, and I love peppermint. And it was just like light and delicate. And then I would probably put the I would probably put the candy cane tart in there, and then I think the hand pie was maybe my least favorite, but not to say I didn't like it. I'm like glad we tried it, and it was a really interesting flavor, and I like the textures and stuff, but it's one that I feel like of all the things we had kind of felt a little like forgettable in the long run, and the flavors aren't really for me. So that's my list. The three items that we had that first night, I would put underneath of that. Again, I didn't love the pot roast sandwich was okay, but we had it without a sauce on it, so it felt like it was like missing something. And the holiday burger, a lot of people really enjoyed it, but I believe we said in our original experience, we talked about how there's a texture thing. It was a turkey burger, but it was definitely giving the McDonald's rib wish. So not my favorite. The tamales were decent, but I felt like a little forgettable. So that's it. I feel like there's some good eating to be had here. So I was happy with our choices tonight, and yeah, I think that's it.
I've got to correct you on two different things, Rhino. First off, it's not a rib witch from McDonald's.
What is it?
It's the McRib.
Get it
right.
Sorry.
It's only been a staple for years and years.
Is the rib witch from The Simpsons?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's in the Simpsons realm. And then second, you kept saying we got 3 items on that first night. We got 4. We got the holiday burger, we got the pot roast sandwich, we got the chicken tamale served Christmas style, and we got the chocolate eggnog reindeer.
Oh my God, yeah, I didn't like that.
Was forgettable.
Yeah.
And honestly, Rhino kind of nailed it. Everything we had that first night was forgettable. The pot roast was close to being good. The tamale was okay. It wasn't great. The holiday burger was also one of those things where it's like, this should be better and it could be better. But tonight, it was just about how do you really decide? Because the ham pie was the weakest thing, no doubt about that, but those tots, Italian beef tots, there is nothing Christmassy about it, but they were just darn good. And all 3 desserts, I feel like, were worth trying, with definitely gingerbread and wine. No, I'm gonna go the peppermint snowman.
Snowman, okay.
Peppermint snowman's at the top for me, then gingerbread, and then finally the peppermint tart at the bottom. All 3 though, fantastic. And I don't regret anything. We ate way too much tonight, and I'm going to be feeling this for quite a bit in my waist section, but again, no regrets with this. Man, I'm so happy. We focus so much on the cookies and the free treats that you get at Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party that I feel like I always kind of neglect the additional cost items, which, yeah, you're paying a lot of money for the party, so you wish you didn't have them, but I think there's a lot of stuff worth trying. And you know what? There's not a lot of nights left. Still all of December, but, it's just a preview more for like next year. The food items will change. Desserts will change. But I think with this party, there's going to be safe options. And that's what I like saying. And maybe they'll bring back some favorites. I really hope so. But that's going to do it for this Disney dining review of Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. I hope we helped you make some decent decisions and that you have a very merry dessert and savory time when you come to the party. If you want to support us more, book a vacation through Dreams Unlimited Travel at dreamsunlimitedtravel.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave comments, questions, and video suggestions in the comments section. If you were listening to this, subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts and leave us a rating and review when possible. But like Santa Claus, there was a limit of milk and cookies that we could have. We reached that, so now we are going to rest until next year. So thank you so much. I hope you feel as terrible as we do right now. I'm kidding. Happy holidays, Merry Christmas, Joyeux Noël, Happy New Year.
Yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yummy.
Yummy, yummy.